Welcome back to TechKidFX for another Vechain price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Vechain chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to hold above a key area of support at around the $0.02436 mark. We have also continued to hold above a key significant high at around the $0.03 mark. We have also continued to hold above the 20-day MA, meaning we have the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, where we have fully maximized our target areas to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, and I now believe that whatever we are seeing is that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets here on the Vechain chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that after making our lower low down there at around the $0.015 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that we have made a peak at around the $0.26 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after making that peak, we started this corrective structure in what I'm terming as the formation of that wave 2. And after fully maximizing our minimum target areas to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2, we have started this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.04076 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Vechain to do here on the short-term scenarios. And in the formation of that wave 3, which is an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 of the fractal wave fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3. And I believe we are seeing such a scenario over here, and if I zoom in so that I can give you that fractal wave that we are seeing in the formation of that wave 3, we can term this as the high for that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started this corrective structure in a move that gave us the low for that second wave. Then we started this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, which has now peaked at around the $0.03109 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, we started this corrective structure in the formation of that wave 4. And I now believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of another massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and getting to see whether the third wave over here has done the minimum that we expect a wave 3 to the upside to do by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.0399 mark, which is a target area that we have fully maximized and even made a high above that key area on the Fibonacci. And after doing so, we retraced over here in the formation of this wave 4, and using the fibs to get to see whether the wave 4 has done the minimum that we expected it to do by connecting the fibs from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3. That gave me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, which is a target area that we touched. We didn't fully maximize it, but we got into that target area, making some long wicks to the lower side within that target area. And after doing so, you can see that we have started this bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, which should fully maximize our target areas in the formation of that wave 5. And in the formation of this wave 5 right here in yellow, which is also an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see another 5-wave structure in formation within that smaller Elliot wave count 5 right here. So I'm expecting to see another 5-wave structure in formation, having that as the first wave. Then whatever we are seeing at the moment could be the start of a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2 before we can expect a wave 3, then a wave 5, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, and also fully maximize our target areas at around the $0.04 mark in the formation of these larger Elliot wave con 3, and I hope I'm clear on that. This Elliot wave structure right here in red is a fractal wave within the formation of this Elliot wave con 5, which is also a fractal wave within the formation of that larger Elliot wave con 3 to the upside, and these Elliot wave structures right here should complete the formation of this larger Elliot wave con 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 2 of the Elliot wave structure in red, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that wave 5, by connecting the fibs from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1. That gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts. We can mark it from the area at around the fib level 0.382 to the fib level 0.618 as a maximum, and that is between the $0.0394 mark and the $0.02995 mark. And in case we see a pullback into that target area, then I'll be sure that we have seen the low for that second wave, and we can expect another massive run up to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, then expect a wave 4, and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And we can also sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 5 using the trend based Fibonacci, by connecting it from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3, and that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.03768 mark. So we also need to have in mind that we might not fully maximize the target area at around the $0.04 mark, but in case we make a high at around the $0.03768 mark, then there are chances of having seen the high for that larger Elliot wave con 3. But in case we manage to break above that and go to the $0.04 mark, that will still be considered as the formation of that wave 3. So let's be patient and see how that plays out here on the Vechain chart, and that is what I'm expecting on the short-term scenarios. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI, we are trading at around the 65 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that larger Elliot wave con 3, and also lower movements in the formation of that wave 2 will still be supported. Also taking a look at the mark, on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, fully supporting higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. And jumping to the daily chart to give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Vechain chart, you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw that massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $0.28 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. Then we started this corrective structure in a move that has now given us a low at around the $0.015 mark in what I'm terming as the low for that second wave. And after seeing the low for the second wave, whatever we expect on the long-term scenarios is that bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, having minimum target areas at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.46277 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Vechain to do on the long-term scenarios and also on the short-term scenarios. And let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.